Hi. Today we're going to go ahead and take sine and cosine functions and figure out how to change their period to make a new graph. So the first thing I would do is take a look at the original parent function for each one. I would look at the cosine coordinates and the sine coordinates. So I would take all those coordinates and I would list them in order for sine and cosine. Now you notice there's a lot of similarities. The x values would all be the same. The y values are very similar, but it would change based on which one we're talking about. Where would we look to find the period? Well, the period number that we would use to do the calculation would be found between the theta, or the x, and the cosine of the sine. So we typically call that the b value. If that b value is greater than 1, we consider that a horizontal shrink or compression. If that b value is between 0 and 1, we would call that stretched out. That period would stretch out and be longer or elongated. The formula we're going to use right now is 2 pi divided by b for the period. Or if it's in degrees, it'd be 360 divided by b, which will calculate the period. So we have two examples to look at. Let's look at cosine 2/3 theta and sine 4 theta. For both of them, we're going to do 2 pi divided by the b value. So 2 pi divided by 2/3, we would go ahead and do keep, switch, flip here, and it'd be 2 pi times 3 over 2, which would go ahead and give us 3 pi. So we would know that the new period is 3 pi. But let's say we needed to calculate all the coordinates. What we would do here is we take each one of those coordinates and we would go ahead and divide it by 2/3. Just exactly what we did here. So if we wanted to take the very first coordinate for cosine, we're going to affect the x values. So we're going to divide those by 2/3. So I'm going to take 0 divided by 2/3 stays 0. The y value will not change. Pi over 2 divided by 2/3 is the same thing as pi over 2 times 3 over 2. So that would become 3 pi over 4. Pi times 3/2, otherwise known as divided by 2/3, would be 3 pi over 2, and we keep the -1 there. 3 pi over 2 times 3 over 2 is 9 pi over 4, so we get 9 pi over 4, comma 0. And then finally 2 pi times 3 over 2 will give us 3 pi, comma 1. And assuming we didn't do any shifting, it's very clear to tell that we went from 0 to 3 pi, so it matches our period, so everything's good. For here, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to divide all of our values by 4, but we're going to use the sine function here, so all of these x values divide by 4. So the first one, of course, is 0, 0. Pi over 2 divide by 4, which is the same thing as multiply the bottom times 4, becomes pi over 8, comma 1. Divide by 4, we have pi over 4, comma 0. Divide by 4 here, we have 3 pi over 8, comma -1. And then 2 pi divided by 4 becomes pi over 2, comma 0. And let's check to see if that matches with our formula. 2 pi over b, which is 4, should be 1/2 a pi for the full period. Works out. Thank you. Have a great day.